Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here now that my two obligatory informative videos are done for today, and today I cranked out some Q&As so your questions are answered. And if people are wondering where you can get your questions answered at, on the Facebook fan page, every Thursday I open up a thread and I run it all the way up till Sunday morning when I select the questions for the Q&A. So go there if you want to get your questions answered next week. But now it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing, work on skilling up my crafting a little bit, and let's talk about Pocketliner. You know, because we have bodybuilders dropping like flies. We've got bodybuilders dropping like flies. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. And we know a bunch more of these guys are going to die. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And, you know, what is it that we know about diuretics? It's what do all the experts say? Even people in bodybuilding who say, okay, we got to be more careful. Diuretics cause more organ damage in the short term than anything else other than maybe insulin or DNP used by these bodybuilders, right? Even Flex Wheeler lost his kidneys due to diuretics. They can kill you. They can absolutely kill you, and they can cause organ damage. Undisputed. Undisputed. Even medical doctors, when they find out that bodybuilders and models and people use diuretics to manipulate their water weight before photo shoots and events, medical doctors freak out. They flip their shit. And for good reason. Because they think that you guys doing it are morons. They literally think that you might as well just take a revolver, put a bullet in it, spin it, put it to your head, and play around the rest of your life. They don't see any difference. And they're right. They're right. But Pocketliner is promoting a new, safe, natural, over-the-counter diuretic, as if there's any benefit at all to dropping water weight. Now, the kicker here, we're going to get over to the diuretic in a second. The kicker here is that he's also claiming that it detoxifies the body. Remember the stuff I've done in the last few days about that the FDA had ruled, and this is what allowed the supplement industry to grow, that supplement companies, number one, do not have to provide any evidence that their products work to make a claim now. They only are not supposed to say that they can't cure a disease, and they've got to put that disclaimer on there. They are not required to prove in any way or provide a single shred of evidence that their products do what they claim. All right, there's no legal requirement now for the supplement industry to do that. There hasn't been for 20 years. That was removed. Number two, they don't have to prove that they won't kill you. They don't have to prove they're safe. The FDA's job to pull them off the shelf after they determine they're not safe. They can introduce any product without doing so. Now, he's claiming on there that it detoxifies the body. Go look for articles about detoxing written by medical doctors and medical professionals. What will they tell you? There is no such thing. That is a made-up term by hippies, vegans, and supplement industry shills. It is a make-believe, made-up term. And the only detoxification that's recognized in any medical literature is taking a substance, stop putting a substance into your body till your body clears it itself. That is what detoxing means. There is nothing you can put in your body to detoxify it. That's a complete myth. It's complete nonsense. It's not based on any science or research at all. It is a make-believe fantasy term. All right, it's a make-believe fantasy term. There has never been found a single product on earth with the ability to detoxify your body, and that is agreed upon by medical researchers and medical doctors. All right, that's universally agreed upon. That is a nonsense term to sell products. So he threw the detox word in there. Said it in his video, says it in the product ad. But you know what? They're allowed to do that because supplement companies are not legally required to prove that their products actually work or do what they say they do. There's no legal requirement to do so. So he could say that it'll make your penis grow. That's actually just as likely as it will detoxify your body. You know what? Any over-the-counter herbal supplement, there is just as much probability that it will make your penis grow another 6 inches. That it'll make it grow another 6 inches than it will detoxify your body. There's just as much probability of that. You're more likely to be struck by lightning or win the lottery than either one of those happen. But, you know, there's just as much chance. They might as well just claim that on there, too. Since it can't detoxify your body, you should also put, it will make your cock grow. It'll make your dick get this big. Might as well make the same claim. But he doesn't have to prove either one, does he? Doesn't have to be proven by law. It can be put on there legally. Now here's the thing. Why in the world would anyone want a diuretic anyways? The only reason people want diuretics is for one event, because here's the thing that everyone will tell you, everyone knows this universally. Anytime you do something to artificially make your body drop water weight, what happens? Number one, there are potential risks to it, but the biggest thing is you will always rebound the other direction. Your body seeks to maintain homeostasis. That's the reason you sometimes hold water when you don't drink enough water. Your body tries to find balance. When you do anything that forces you to drop water weight, you rebound the other direction and you gain even more water than you lost within a day or two. Within a couple days, you will regain more water than the thing forced you to lose. So obviously, anytime you use something like that would be a temporary event. But here's the problem. It's not going to necessarily make you look better for certain events. In fact, look at one of the few science-based people in this industry who's a butt buddy of Pocketliner, and that's Lane Norton. Lane Norton repeatedly says there is zero benefit, as someone who preps people for contests, that there is zero benefit to manipulating your water weight or trying to drop water or to get dry. He actually even says that there's no such thing. What you're seeing when you're looking at people on a stage is leanness, lighting, tanning, oil. That's what you're looking at. There is no drop in water weight or water manipulation involved with that shrink wrap shredded look these guys get. They're just getting so ridiculously lean that that's what it is, but it's not actually dry. That's a myth created in the bodybuilding world. And then people will say, oh, well, you need to do this to drop water weight. Anytime you drop water weight, your muscles look flatter. I'm going to state that again. The only thing that dropping water weight will make you do is make your muscles look smaller and flatter. There's zero benefit to it. The reason people sometimes hold extra water under their skin is because the fat is giving it room, meaning they're still holding too much body fat. It's that simple. And I'm not saying people don't fluctuate, but the only way to really get that look that people are trying to get is to get leaner. They have to lose body fat. Dropping water under your skin, if you're still holding the fat there, isn't going to make you look leaner. The fat will still be obscuring the definition. All right, dropping the water won't get rid of it. Fat doesn't even shrink when you pull water out from under the skin. It won't shrink the fat at all. You're not going to look any more ripped. And you're more likely, you will lose more water from your muscles than you will from the water surrounding the fat under your skin. You are going to look smaller. Furthermore, there's no benefit to trying to drop water if you're in the middle of training or performing in anything, because it'll reduce performance. If you drop water weight, even intermuscular water weight, your performance suffers, your muscle growth suffers. So during the period in which you've done that, you're going to gain less muscle, you're going to recover slower, you're going to perform worse. Your strength, stamina, everything is going to go down. Your ability to train is going to go down. So the only reason people are trying to do this is for one event. Well, why were people doing that? A photo shoot, a bodybuilding show, that's it. Because you wouldn't want to drop water weight to go to the beach or go to a club shirtless where it's sweaty and hot. Do you know why? Because you're going to sweat. And if you've dropped if you've dropped a couple pounds of extra water weight through any method available, and you go to some event to where you're going to get under really hot lights and get really sweaty, such as out on the beach, or some other event like that, you're actually risking harming yourself. You're risking harming yourself, blacking out, passing out, cramping up. So why would you want to do anything to drop water weight at all? And I'm not saying this product will necessarily do that, because I don't think that it particularly will. There's nothing in that product that is as strong of a diuretic as a cup of black coffee is. All right, a cup of black coffee will take as much extra water off of you easily as that will. Easily. There's nothing special in this product to do that. Go look at the ingredients yourself. Go look at the research yourself and look at anything about fluid balance and any of these things that are in there. Go do your own research. Hell, go to examine.com. The same place that Sol Orwell owns, it actually does have decent information that, what's his name, Kenobi was pimping the other day. Go check it out for yourself. But here's the thing. He's right back here knowing we've got bodybuilders dropping dead everywhere to promoting products to help you shed water weight. Why in the world would you ever want to shed water weight? Why would you ever want to do that? You'll perform better, you'll look fuller, everything else if your muscles are holding as much water as possible. Anything that you put into your body to make you drop water is going to pull water from your muscles. There's no point to this. If you want to look leaner, get leaner. Lose some body fat, do some more cardio. Tighten your diet down. That's the only way you're really going to achieve that look. This sort of shortcut to do it isn't going to do what you think it's going to do for the most part. The only people who get away with diuretics and still looking full are people who use enormous amounts of wet anabolics, and that's how they pull that off. They use certain drugs to pull that look off and still get away with staying full with the diuretics. If you're not on those drugs, you're going to lose water from in your muscles, and you are going to look smaller. It takes risk. It risks your health to drop water weight. It can hurt your performance. It can hurt your muscle gains, everything else. So why in the world would anyone want to buy a product, some over-the-counter product, to help them drop water weight? If you want to look leaner, tighten up your diet. It will do 100 times more than trying to drop water weight ever will. It'll do 100 times more. Absolute absurdity. And here's the thing. Diuretics themselves are dangerous. We shouldn't even be promoting the idea of dropping water weight for people who just want to look better. All right, we shouldn't, because we know diuretics hurt people. They kill people who use them for that purpose. We shouldn't even be promoting the idea of it. Not in the fitness world. You should be telling people if you want to look more defined, lose a little body fat. Okay, that's your best bet. That's your safest bet, and even that has limits. At a certain point, that becomes dangerous too. But people are going to do what people are going to do. But losing body fat is still probably the safest thing you could possibly do to look leaner and actually fill your muscles out more. Eat some more carbs. Fill your muscles back out after you get lean enough, and that will actually do everything that you're trying to do with it. It's your best bet. You don't need products to help you drop water weight. Alright guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.